Alright, so we're going to be watching Bran react to a Cowboy Hat video that I have seen the thumbnail for. It's how an outfit leaked the complete story of Genshin Impact. So obviously this outfit for the Traveler, I was going to say the Traveler on me. I mean, technically for me, yeah, it's the Traveler on me. But the Traveler's outfits, they have in some crazy lore. And the one thing that I feel like catches everyone's eyes is they have like freaking like genes, like they have genetic bringing like capsules and stuff, which I guess makes sense if they want to start things on planets and stuff. But we're gonna be watching this. I only really read it the one time. I actually even read it. I listened to Bran read it in his video, but yeah. Let's
Oh
go.
boy, do we have a treat today, gamers. So Cat with Blue Hat uploaded a theory a couple of days ago called How an Outfit Leaked the Entire Story of Genshin Impact.
Oh god. Bro's already spoiled Luna 4. How much more? Like, Cowboy Hat already spoiled Luna 4. I'll be honest, I forgot about him like making like the theory about kind of being going to the past to the Moon Sisters and stuff. I totally forgot about that whole theory that he made. I think until the end of Luna 4, and then I thought about it. I was like, hold on a second, did Cowboy Hat think about this? I'm glad that I forgot about it. But I can't believe I forgot about that. I was crazy.
I'm going to be really, really honest here and just say I watched this live on stream already. But, and this is me being entirely honest, right before watching this, we basically had the lore call with Minsleaf, and I had a lot of my own theories kind of stuck in my head, and I genuinely feel like I did not go into this theory with an open enough mind and a clear enough head to give it the justice that it deserves. So I want to go into it now after seeing it already and give you all my thoughts on it, because
obviously he would have been very biased, I guess, with his own like opinions and stuff at that time. Yeah.
I think this actually touches on a lot of really important topics that I kind of brushed aside because my mind was already numb with my own theories.
I mean, that makes sense.
Some time. So let's get into this. I want to give this
I guess it's kind of the same thing would be like after usually like a loot like the second act of a patch, like for the rest of the day after I do it, my brain's completely fucked. Like I guess it wasn't the same thing with this. It was more after the first act, I guess, but like for the rest of the day, I can't. Like, it's just like, fuck. Like, I can't really think about anything else. It's just, my brain is like all mushy and everything. It was just insane. Like, every single act, like Act 2, 4, and 6, my brain was like, oh my god, I can't do anything else for the day. I remember, like, Jesus Christ, and then Act 7 as well.
Fair rundown, and I'll let you all know what I agree with, disagree with. I'm looking forward to it.
I was like, oh my god, I can't do it. I can't even watch anime because, like, my brain's so... I can't think about it.
So we finally know Paimon's true identity, and even the reason why the game itself is called Genshin Impact.
Oh.
Very interesting start.
Oh,
okay. The moon with Columbina, she tells us...
okay, so tease that, so we have to watch. I mean, smart.
And I am going to be moving the volume. When we visit the moon with Columbina, she tells us, and I am going to be moving the volume a little bit during this, that this is where our ship had been hidden from the beginning, from the start of the game. The Traveler soon decides to check its flight logs.
This was my first time
this is crazy.
I thought that Ether and I must have been hibernating in space for centuries on end. But the logs show that our spaceship flew over the skies of Teyvat once before. A long, long time ago.
Now, this is a very interesting plot point, and to be honest, I had in my...
So even like, because the Travelers, they're thinking, oh, the Abyss Twin probably left on the first trip, like probably got off on the first trip and stuff like that, which is like, if that's the case, man, they would have, if it was thousands of years ago, they would have lived, I would say, before Nibelung even came here. Actually, probably not. Probably no. Probably during when Nibelung was around. Because I forget it wasn't Nibelung and then straight away the Moon Sisters. It was like Moon Sisters. It was Nibelung for a while, I'm pretty sure. And then he created the Moon Sisters because he was just, getting milk and shit, right? But yeah. So I guess, if that's true, that Biz Sibling would have been around during, like, Nibelung's rule, right?
During this previously,
maybe
that if we're classing, for the sake of this video with Lumine as the MC, right, we're gonna do that. We're gonna classify Lumine as the main character and Aether as the Abyss sibling.
Yeah.
So in my mind, before I saw this video, I kind of assumed that when we flew over Teyvat before, the Abyss sibling left the ship at this point a long, long time ago, thousands of years ago.
That's an Aether thing.
And,
the Travelot, the MC thing.
That's when they had begun their journey, since they weren't in the spaceship when we woke up, the main character.
So you didn't like
I'm pretty sure Aether, the main character, said that. Or maybe that was just a bunch of theories and I'm getting confused.
And that also, like, you don't need to land to go to Teyvat, obviously. We know that. You can enter from outside the firmament.
No. The ship barely came to a stop before flying on a...
we're lagging a bit.
After that, it continued traveling through space.
So maybe it's not a computer issue that it lags. I've always thought, because my computer's old and shit, that so it's like 5.5 years old now. Or getting closer to that. I always thought it was just my computer being slow. Is it a YouTube problem? Interesting.
We're lagging a bit.
Interesting. That's a thought.
After that, it continued traveling through space for a long time. Some of the data is corrupted, but I suspect that it kept flying for thousands of years.
That's crazy.
So, the ship had been near Teyvat thousands of years ago, yes, but it didn't land and instead continued its journey in space.
I wonder why. Yeah, I'm curious why. Did it look at the planet, see Nibelung, and went... Then the ship was like, yeah, no, we're good. Like, I'm curious why they didn't stop. You know, I'm very curious.
Also, another big reason why I thought that was the Voyager as well. If you know the Voyager lore, I kind of put 2 and 2 together there and came up with possibly 4,000. I don't think we have the relevant information to know 100% yet, but Cat with the Blue Hat's going to go into this a little bit later into the video.
I can't forget, is the Voyager the second or third descent? It's the second descent, all right? I forget.
Assumes that their sibling got off the ship during this time. Yeah, that's what I thought.
He came from outside the ship.
MC did say it.
Could this mean that he left the ship long before I did? Maybe
that'd be so interesting.
During our first pass over Teyvat.
This is what I believed after seeing this, 100%.
However,
what really happened during this brief encounter is already described in the new outfit's description. This is kind of the thing that I decided to put aside when I don't know if I should have, because this theory does make a lot more sense when you put this information in front of you. It turns out that their spaceship was a pioneer vessel, being able to terraform the land and much, much more.
Let's be real. That is a very small ship for that kind of task. That is a very small ship. I mean, it's a massive ship, but to be able to terraform a planet, I feel like a ship needs to be quite a few times bigger than that. I don't know, maybe it's just me.
With an AI that can effortlessly transform any suitable planet at will.
That's
I do want to say as well, if you haven't seen the theory video with me and Minsley, I highly recommend you go watch it. I want to make it a very...
They say it's, what was it? They were saying, that the ship is actually the heavenly principles.
The common thing that we do it after every patch, maybe even after this Lantern Rite. I've already spoke them in, and we probably will.
After Lantern Rite, that would make sense to do, since it's going to be heavily involved Zebai and the moons, and probably Istroth. I still think Istroth is probably going to be involved in Lantern Rite, but
we'll be down for that. It's able to reshape terrain, change air, and rebuild an entire ecosystem.
Changing air makes sense, right?
Crazy stuff. All for the sake of creating a world where the twins can live. The AI seemed to be searching for a planet with potential.
Potential for what?
Which might mean a world that can resist the Abyss better than others. For me, it was more so... just being able to inhabit human life, if that makes sense. You know, like
if it could just terraform it, I feel like every planet at that point will be able for human life. I guess distance from the sun matters. So, but why did it pass over Teyvat and then obviously come to Teyvat later as well? That's the right thing. Why did the AI go no? And then went, okay, yeah, with Teyvat.
Our actual solar system, there's going to be some planets that are just completely and utterly inhabitable, for example, like gas planets and things like that. But this also does make sense, being able to resist the Abyss better than others. I can 100% see this point of view too. This planet can be a barren volcanic land and not even have a star to orbit. Yet it's everything the AI has the ability to handle as long as it finds potential in it. Yeah, this is, and again, that is one of the reasons why I need to give this theory a bit more credit than I gave it live, because Cat with Blue Hat. I always want to say he. I'm unsure who Cat with Blue Hat is, other than just a cat, of course.
True.
So
I think he is what everyone just defaults to with things they don't know in general. So it's fine. Everyone just defaults to he anyway. For anything or anyone, people default to he, right? It's just a thing. Because it's shorter to say, I guess. It's shorter to say.
They just so I'm not messing anything up here. But they are very much correct. It probably is just a planet that can withstand the abyss better than others. Because if they can terraform and create air, create life, basically, or at least a suitable place for life.
Bro, the lore we're going to get in, like, Shes9, even Khaenri'ah, about, like, because that's probably the next time we're going to get lore this big about, like, where the siblings came from, why they came to Teyvat, what the Heavenly Principles is it actually the AI, like, stuff like that, like, how the AI can actually terraform planets and stuff. That's probably going to be the next time we learn about it. It's either in Shes9 or Khaenri'ah, so we've got a while to go.
Then that's all they really need. A good enough location,
it's gonna
basically, right?
Because you're getting it all now.
After thousands of years in space, Teyvat was this one planet it found suitable. Or one of many, genuinely. I do think there was probably...
But it's just, why did it pass over the first one?
More. There was actually a very interesting plot point I spoke to Minsleaf about, not in the video, which was about Skirk's home planet, and the fact that that had a very...
Also, I want to see the siblings' planet when they were able to live there, by the way. That'd be so cool to see.
Very similar thing happened to it, to which I think the Travelers are currently doing to Teyvat. And I don't think we're the good guys in this situation. Not entirely. I think we are still...
where it was conquered over and destroyed.
Trying to basically take over Teyvat. But I'll get into that later.
To only pretty much have it habitable. To have it so it's only habitable by only them.
But I'll get into that later.
Bro, seeing the Traveler get, like, possessed or something at one point, to have his original plot point, that'd be crazy. Like, the AI, like, possesses him to, like, do what he's supposed to do.
For sure. The ship also contained a genetic vault along with the twins.
Yeah.
Yes, it did. This part is so interesting. So during that brief moment when it neared Teyvat, the AI very likely left the ship along with the genetic vault. Celestia, anyone? So while the AI arrived in Teyvat...
Oh, so it was the AI that left and then just kept the siblings going. Just kept them going?
The twins were still hibernating and the spaceship arrived in Teyvat.
Oh, interesting.
The twins were still hibernating in the spaceship as it left Teyvat.
The Heavenly Principles. But
I will admit, for some reason, I still do want to believe that the Abyss twin left the ship at that point. I really do, just because... Not even necessarily to back up my own theory at that point, just because I think it would make such an interesting plot point to delve deeper into once we get to meet up with them and ask them about it. I really do. I think it'd be so cool.
And then there'll be an excuse to show cutscenes and stuff of, 2,000 years ago as well, because their sibling will probably talk about it, and hopefully they'll make a cutscene about it as well, by the way. I mean, come on, we all want to see what Nibelung actually looks like in detail. And the other sovereigns and stuff, right? We all want to see. And we all want to see, like, I guess the Moon Sisters in their rule as well. And see, I guess, the Voyager and the Third Descender and stuff as well.
At first, nor did
I wonder if Lamine actually met, like, all the other Descenders as well.
They seemed to harbor ill intent towards this world.
When I say Lamine, I mean the Abyss sibling, by the way.
Gosh, she sounds so...
Nor did they seem...
Sorry, I think it'd be so cool.
Did not reject them at first. Nor did they seem to harbor ill intent towards
the Heavenly
this
Principles.
World.
Gosh, she sounds so
we
sad.
coexisted in peace. They were like a guest in our home.
So, did the AI take a human form or something? Like, what was the AI's tangible form that they were talking to? Okay, I was seeing if there was like... No, they do just say they. Fuck.
During this time, the AI fought dragons and became known as the Heavenly Principles.
Slowly, however,
I wonder if it had like a
We've come to
tangible
realize that our
form
guest had a growing desire
and what it looks
to
like.
change and dominate the world.
Which does go in line with what the ship's AI can do, right? If we're keeping it above
Yeah.
here, not necessarily the dragons, but the AI.
Later.
Change the world, and change the world so the siblings could probably habit it, be able to habit it. I don't know how to say it. And dominate because they want the siblings to rule it, or it to rule itself.
Discovered that this great ruler of the firmament bore an almost paranoid hostility toward the desire of certain life forms to seek power. Or perhaps they feared them.
Again, if this AI has the power to terraform and do many other things, it probably at least thinks it has the power to get rid of, troublesome life forms as well.
And, okay, think is not even a good word. It can. You know what I mean? I mean, it got rid of Khaenri'ah. It got rid of Hyperborea. It got rid of Enconomia. It got rid of a lot, didn't it? It got rid of the place on Dragonspawn. I forget the name of that. It was said somewhere. The place on Dragonspawn. It was said somewhere in Nocra. Oh yeah, it was said during when Doran, Wanderer, and Albedo were talking to that one Hyperborean. I forgot what the name of that place was though. But,
even cast down celestial nails as manifestations of their power.
So what is that though? It's blue, which is interesting, which is digital. Blue usually represents digital, like with the Toray, like Irminsul blue, the blue, like the inner of Irminsul is like blue. So it's like corruption. Oh, could it be like it creates like a virus, like a corruption, like malware to destroy the land. Ooh.
To punish the civilizations of the world.
It's like the Celestial Nail is a dodgy link, bro. Oh my god, and getting too powerful means you click it.
Yup.
Oh, damn.
While it did all of this, Nibelung was still outside Teyvat and had yet to return. The Heavenly Principles created the Four Shades and transformed the whole planet to be more habitable. Or habitable, of course. After which it created all humans, likely from the genetic vault it brought along.
So are we just made from a genetic vault? Hello?
This is the reason why the
Are we real?
Traveler, despite being an alien, has a body constitution that perfectly matches other humans in Teyvat.
The integral preliminary conclusion that I can offer you is you're very much like a human from this world.
This is such a good callback to Albedo's event, bro, and it really does back up the theory that Cat with Blue Hat has here. It really does.
Oh, yeah. Jesus Christ. Yeah, so it's like it's not, as I was gonna say, it's like that means like the AI made them. No. It's just that it's like a copy, like everyone's like a copy of them. They probably use DNA of them. Like genetics, not DNA. They would have used, genetics of the siblings to make everyone. Not Albedo, obviously. But that is interesting if the everyone on Teyvat was made using the siblings' genes, like genetics. Oh, that'd be interesting. I mean, that's the only way they could probably get the genes, right? Or the genetics. Fuck. So many things in the human body. Fuck's sake. Like, that's probably where they got the genetics, right? There's no other way.
You're very much like a human from this world.
This is such a good callback to Albedo's event, bro, and it really does back up the theory that Cat with Blue Hat has here. It really does. So, every human in Teyvat is a descendant of the genetic vault that they carried in their spaceship. Indeed. When the AI left the spaceship, it must have changed the ship's navigation, such that the twins' ship will the ship's navigation, such that the twins' ship will return to Teyvat when it has finished transforming the planet.
I was actually thinking that before. In this video, I just thought in my head, if the AI left, that means the ship would have obviously turned around and come back. So it was like, did the AI like set it to like turn around and come back up for a certain period of time, like after it was how he wanted it to be and stuff, how it wanted it to be and stuff. Yeah.
I believe this means when Teyvat becomes their homeland, if you will. More specifically, when the world has a sea of Teyvat flowers, which look stunning, of course. Why else would the siblings suddenly find Teyvat flowers that they've been searching for a very long time, conveniently growing in Teyvat?
At the end of my journey, I arrived at a place known as the Sea of Flowers at the end. Do you remember? A long time ago, when we traveled between worlds together. You told me.
The white.
You wanted to find a place in the universe where that one flower was in full bloom. To have a place like that suddenly appear before me? Well, would you think of that as a coincidence?
You mean?
That also does make me think that they left the ship thousands of years ago, by the way, specifically that part, because if they suddenly found a planet that could be habitable, whether for the twins, whether for other humans, whether for the Teyvat flowers, it kind of just backs up that ideology in my own mind. The Heavenly Principles did all of this just to welcome the twins to their home. However, once Nibelung returned with the power of the Abyss, the forbidden knowledge, the Heavenly Principles' plans were disrupted. It must have exhausted its resources in defeating the Dragon King, and could only be partially operational for thousands of years, right until the Cataclysm.
Until when it fell
However,
asleep.
right before it was about...
Yeah, when it fell asleep. Oh my god. It's been asleep for 500 years.
to shut down.
New country, new uni. Now it's time for new mates.
I gotta be honest, it's quicker doing this, by the way. It's quicker just reloading the video again.
It must have exhausted its resources and could only be partially operational for thousands of years, right until the Cataclysm. However, right before it was about to shut down,
Alright.
someone else took advantage of the Heavenly Principles' weakness.
Oh?
Someone found the truth about Celestia and realized that Heavenly Principles was indeed an AI, and that it had special data referencing two special beings. I'm sure a lot of you all have seen this video already, but for those of you that haven't, take a guess at who it's referring to here.
Wait. Someone took advantage of the Heavenly Principle's weakness. Someone found the truth about Celestia and realized the Heavenly Principle was an AI, and that had special data referencing two special beings. All I can think of is that the Abyss sibling found the truth, because the Abyss sibling has found the truth of this world, right? I mean, that's what the Abyss sibling has said. When you complete your journey, you will find the truth of this world. So I'm guessing it's the Abyss sibling. That's the only thing that makes sense in my mind.
Special beings. I'm sure a lot of you all have seen this video already, but for those of you that haven't, take a guess.
I'm guessing it's the Abyss sibling, but I don't know.
That someone was Hruptata.
Oh, shit.
Oh, Hruptatia.
Oh yeah, one of the sinners. Oh shit. God damn. Dude, okay, I feel like my thought of the sibling makes sense. Because, I mean, the sibling knew the truth of this world. Oh, god damn it.
Jesus.
Hruptatia.
Oh, that's fucking fun.
That's I mean, how do you even... Okay, yeah. You look at that and want to say Hruptatayop. No, Hruptatia.
Bro, it's been a long day today. Jesus.
Wait, what?
Someone was Hruptata. Oh, Hruptatia.
Hruptata.
Jesus.
Ugh.
Oh, that's fucking funny. Bro, it's been a long day today.
Wait, name cards? Wait, is it this one? Almighty Sovereign. Oh my god, because he's the fucking president of the... Oh my god, he's the president of that. Almighty Sovereign. Oh my god, that Almighty Sovereign as well. Oh, the Almighty Sovereign. The Universitas Magistrorum has provided the predictions you requested. Oh no, this is Heruptatia saying this, right? The two stars have been captured by the world's gravity after a lengthy orbital period. Today their paths shall intertwine once more. Who's he saying this to? Almighty Sovereign. So this is, I guess, Heruptatia saying this, right? Who predicted the arrival of the twin ship? Oh, he was probably saying this to King Ermin, right? That makes sense. If he was predicting this, he probably said this to King Ermin. Probably, right?
I read this and I was like, Heruptatia, who predicted the arrival of the twins' ship. I remember when this name card came out and I was like, oh my god, this is so interesting. Never thought we'd come back to it this soon, to be honest, because it hasn't even been that long.
I was gonna say, when did it come out?
Things. Likely based on the instructions the Heavenly Principles left for the twins' return. Provided the predictions you requested, the two stars have been captured by the world's gravity. After a lengthy orbital period, today their paths shall intertwine once more. This is how King Ermin of Khaenri'ah was able to locate our ship.
I guess once more.
And intercepted our return route to Teyvat prematurely. He used this information to crash our ship in Nod'Krai and summoned our sibling in Khaenri'ah.
Jesus.
It was only after that the ship made a forced landing in Nod'Krai. When Aether found me, he came from outside the ship.
Ermin used the sibling in his plans of the Abyss, while at the same time the Traveler remained in hibernation aboard the ship.
Guess because they would have summoned the Abyss sibling out of the ship, right? They would have summoned them, like summoned them out.
This adds up. It does. Whether or not I would like to admit it, it does add up. It's kind of fucked up as well if you think of Ermin doing all this. It really is. So now we have another primary reason for why the Cataclysm happened. Yeah. Khaenri'ah had prematurely ended the twins' journey and used them.
I mean, yeah, the AI would not be happy about that.
Damn Khaenri'ah, the AI's masters and used them. Goddamn Khaenri'ah, the AI's masters against the world they were supposed to protect and live in. This must have violated the AI's ultimate protocol of protecting the twins, which then resulted in the Cataclysm. Now, even after watching this three times, actually, because my god, this is a great theory.
Jesus.
I am still admittedly not 100% sold on that this is how the Cataclysm started and finished. Just because of other characters and how they feel about it. The Shades obviously had a lot to do with it. We saw in the cutscene of the Shades and Piero gazing up at them through the firmament. And it would line up because, again, if the Abyss Twin did get summoned to Khaenri'ah, whether it was thousands of years ago or not, either way, this adds up. It does. It's just more of a...
Because this would have been out of the ship.
I don't know if that was a direct correlation to why the Cataclysm happened. For sure. It's hard to say, but it's a great theory.
Or, yeah, because it could have just been them you trying to harness the power of the Abyss in general that they got destroyed, right? I mean, that's probably like the most simple reason people could probably could come up with, is that they're trying to use the power of the Abyss. And, well, the Abyss goes against Teyvat, so...
After which the Heavenly Principles went into hibernation. Now, my thing is, I think the AI went into hibernation because it was outside of the firmament, genuinely. I feel like that's it, but maybe I'm insane for that. Genuinely, because it was on the moon and the moon was outside of the firmament, I like to think there just wasn't a strong enough connection. I know it sounds kind of stupid, but I like to imagine that that's how that would work. And now that the ship...
But then how was it traveling for thousands of years?
Is inside the firmament, I have a feeling the Heavenly Principles are actually going to wake up soon. Because my thoughts are... If the Heavenly Principles could have woken up at any point, surely when the Divine Seat was destroyed, surely when, a freaking Dragon Sovereign came back, surely one of those would be prime time to actually wake up. If this theory is true, or if the Heavenly Principles are this overarching enemy of the state basically the entire time, I feel like if it could wake up, it would have. Now, before all of this, my theory was that the Heavenly Principles, or Thanes, was actually the Traveler, the sibling. And the reason that they were depicted as androgynous is because it can be either of the two siblings.
But I guess it being androgynous really adds up to being an AI as well, right? It just makes sense.
Others didn't want to manipulate the lore to have one main character because you can play as both, right? So it makes sense that they would be classified as the Heavenly Principles, or Fanes specifically, the androgynous being, the primordial one, right? But this AI theory is very strong. It is very strong, and I'm starting to believe it with everything that I have, to be honest. When dealing with the Abyss brought along by Khaenri'ah, in the book Hymns of the Far North, this is where it gets very interesting. The writer states they shouldn't say the god's name outright, which is why they obscure the Heavenly Principle's name as Pitkamunen.
Oh, okay. Lord of the Seven Calamities.
Who they also refer to as the Lord of the Seven Calamities. Remember how Canton was
I guess that probably means like 7 celestial nails have been cast down. No, how many celestial nails have been cast down? I mean, there's one not used.
Lord of the Seven Calamities. Remember how Cantonilla saw Paimon? Yes. A little rainbow balloon floating in the air, and her string seems to extend upward to somewhere above.
I've heard Brian talk about this so much, like in recent
the
times.
Sky itself. Now, my theory, this is where I got a little bit conflicted because I still have my own theories in my head, and again, just being totally honest, I kind of had blinders onto other theories, and I really did want to give this theory a lot more grace, to be honest, instead of just trying to shut things down to fit with my own narrative. I don't think that's the right way to go into these situations, because I think both theories are very cool. Now, what I thought is Paimon, basically, if I can TLDR this while it still makes sense as much as possible, I think for my theory, the whole point was that the main sibling that you play as, so the Abyss siblings gone through their journey already. They're trying to restore old Khaenri'ah to new Khaenri'ah, right, basically. I have a feeling that the whole purpose of our journey is to witness all of the lands that we've been to so that we can use the Loom of Fate, including new Khaenri'ah, by the way, and create a new Teyvat, a new world, which I also think is what the Fatui are trying to do. Hence, burn the old world. The entire your resting place will be the entirety of the old world. I thought Paimon was going to be the emergency food, like the emergency moon for our new Teyvat. That was my theory. Hence, the 7-colored balloon whose string goes beyond the sky. We're collecting the power of the 7 elements. She highly resembles the Welkin moon, even the little cooking pot that the Welkin moon is in. I truly thought that might be the case, especially with the moon motifs on Paimon's cape and the fact that you can kind of see a reflection of the firmament, a clean firmament, albeit in her cape. So that was my theory. That we were the witness of Teyvat so that we could create a new world with the Loom of Fate, with new ley lines, new everything. Even if Dottore burns this
that definitely
down,
makes sense.
Create a new one to harbor people, and that could be our world. But after saying that, this theory is really cool. It's really cool.
All right.
So let it keep playing.
Let's see.
If you rearrange the letters of Pitkamunen, the Heavenly Principle's name is Paimon Token. Now, I laughed at this live on stream because it is fucking funny. Can you imagine? Like, if that...
What?
If you...
Oh my god, what the fuck, bro?
The Heavenly Principle's name is Paimon Token.
What
now,
is Token?
I laughed at this live on stream. Because it is
Why
fucking funny.
Token?
Can you imagine? Like, if that is actually the case, that is so funny. But it does make sense. As much as I didn't want to admit it when I saw it because I was too stuck in my own head of my own theory, this does make sense. The underlying principle of the AI to guide the twins in the universe.
And she's a guide. Oh my god. She's a fucking guide. Oh, she's supposed to guide. Oh, fuck.
Remains the same with Paimon. She's the human part of the Heavenly Principles that disassociated from the AI. Whereas the AI part is what's called Paimon, which is, if you didn't know, I think most people knew this, but it's the sender of all the mail in the game.
I didn't really think about
that. System parameters at that point. If you
know.
Which is basically just the system parameters at that point. If you notice, the name itself has the letters A and I inside.
I'm not gonna lie. I was gonna go. Oh my gosh, she's an AI. AI. I get that to myself.
Of it.
I should have not
Primordial
put that.
artificial intelligence. A and I inside of it. Primordial artificial intelligence mimicking on. Yeah, I don't know. It's why we can resonate with the statues of the Seven and the Seven Elements. As it's literally designed for us.
Made for
it's
us.
Why the Irminsul, a creation of the heavenly principles, has data lines. The reason why teleport waypoints can't be used by anybody else is because they're made specifically for us by this world. Yeah, other people have just become accustomed to them. Even vision wielders, even allergenes cannot use these creations. The world exists for us because specifically our AI willed it so. Now, specifically our AI willed it so. Now, because this is a part that I'm still kind of confused about. It's so weird, dude. Because then, if that's the case, right? I do think it's the case that the AI could have easily terraformed this land and gone through a lot of things to make it habitable for us and
for humans.
Create that big sea of flowers at the end, for sure. It definitely didn't create Teyvat, right?
No, it was
you, just you, building your app.
Probably just Nibelung. I want to say Nibelung, but I'm pretty sure this world existed before Nibelung, right? Nibelung just came here, right? Nibelung just came here, so... But I guess Nibelung probably created life on this planet. Originally. Right? It probably created the continent.
That's not what it's saying. It willed it. The world exists because it willed it. The world exists.
I mean, yeah, we know that it took over, right?
Beforehand, but the creation, the new terraformed planet.
He wanted to make it habitable for humans,
and everything that comes with it could have definitely been developed by the AI.
Slash the twins.
It could have been. But Teyvat as a planet definitely existed beforehand. I just wonder what happened beforehand. If there was life, maybe it was the Abyss's freaking planet, bro. Maybe we kicked it out originally, and it's just trying to go home. I don't know. Oh man, it's why the new outfit is called "As Heaven and Earth Are Made Anew."
But it is curious how weird like the travelers are descended. But I suppose because he hasn't gone through the whole world and reclaimed his original authority that I guess can be recognized by the system. Like he needs to get his original power to be recognized by Irminsul so he can become a part of the world again, maybe.
I still like to think it's because I genuinely still like to think it's because Lumin is currently trying to make Earth anew by restoring Khaenri'ah, and we are going to be making quote-unquote heaven anew by making a new planet in the sky with the Loom of Fate. But I don't know. Why the game's menu is called Paimon menu is because it's the creator of this world. It's a very cool theory. Everything is Paimon associated as well. Is because it's...
Wait, this is called Paimon? Wait, I never knew this menu was just called a Paimon. I never knew this menu was called Paimon menu. I thought it was just called menu. I was just called a menu. Wait, that's interesting.
The creator of this world. It's a very cool theory. Everything is Paimon associated as well, even the store. When you go in the store, it's very Paimon-esque. The AI system that governs the world, or in other words, the original god of Teyvat. Genshin means original god, but since it's the twins' AI god of Teyvat.
Wait, does it? Wait, wait. Genshin means original god? Original god has impact. I'm sorry.
This is the world. When you go in the store, it's very Paimon-esque. The AI system that governs the world, or in other words, the original god of Teyvat. Genshin means original god, but since it's the twins' AI, it is a world ultimately created by us and for us. We are the original gods. We are Genshin Impact. And this journey is our impact in this world. Hence, Genshin Impact. Literal chills.
The
bro.
original god's impact. on the world.
Literal chills. Like I say, dude, absolutely amazing video. Incredible theory. I truly just
Jesus Christ.
did not give this the credit it deserved when I was watching it originally because my head was too clouded with my own theories. And I still have my own theories. That's what's so beautiful about this. I can still have my own theories while also acknowledging that this is an absolute masterpiece. It really is. But I will say, if Cat with Blue Hat has literally just spoiled the entire plot of Genshin Impact, I will be seeking legal damages and health repercussions. That's not even the right words, bro. I tried to make a joke and I'm just too fucking stupid to...
Would be health repercussions. You got like you're mentally hurt. I guess. I actually don't know. Oh my god, bro.
That's not even the right words, bro. I tried to make a joke and I'm just too fucking stupid to...
I think it cuts it off. Alright, Jesus Christ, man. Oh no. Hey, I don't think I died. But yeah, I'm very curious if I'm just curious if that's the reason why Aether isn't recognized by the world yet. Because Lamine is recognized by the world, right? Lamine is recognized by Irminsul, but the Traveler is not. The Traveler is recognized as a descender. So I'm curious. One, I'm curious still curious what the hell the Hetzer Circle are doing during the whole freaking Lunar 4. But two, when the Traveler gains all his power, will he become recognized by the world again? But yeah, that was an insane video, like actually ridiculously insane. Cat with Blue Hat once again ruining the game for... I'm joking. But whoever did enjoy it, make sure to like and subscribe. And yeah, let me know what your guys' theories are and stuff like that, and your thoughts are on this video. Whoa, bro! I looked at this morning, and he was on 398,000 subs. God damn. But yeah, I am currently, by the way, going through Brandon Lyon's Wuthering Waves 3.0 playthrough. I watched him do the Act 1 today in the prologue. Tomorrow I'll be watching him do Act 2. And I'll watch his reaction to the live stream as well. But yeah, I guess I'll see everyone in the next one. Peace.